Hello guys, I am Ben the Dog, and today I'm bringing you another gameplay of me playing my Bat-Chat 25T on the Prokhorovak map. Now, the Prokhorovak map is a very good example of using bush tactics, which involves you using camouflage, aka bushes, in order to spot the enemy, in order to allow your teammate in order to shoot them, which will give you XP and credits. Now, granted, it's not as lucrative as you spotting and shooting them, but it's still as lucrative as you will most likely survive long throughout the match if you just essentially sit there and let the enemy and let your teammates, shoot them. Now, I like to get to this position whether I'm on the north or south side of the map. Here you see I get spotted from that light tank. I do a quick handbrake turn in order to get away. I get very lucky not to take any damage. It's incredibly lucky that I didn't, get hit by a Jagdpanzer E100 or E100 or whatever and get, have my health shaven off. Through circling back again because I realized that I took a incorrect route. I went straight for it instead of coming along this side right here, which will allow me to get, better. Now, on bush tactics, as you'll see, it involves 15 meters around the bush. See how I don't get spotted, and then as soon as I do get spotted, that's because I was within 15 meters of the bush. Now, if you want to be able to get, shoot through bush and you still have that camouflage effect, what you want to do is to make sure that you can still see like the leaves on the bush, then you shoot, and then you go on and spot them again, and then you repeat. But if you, for instance, can't see through the bush, like it's translucent, then you don't want to shoot, or you're most likely going to get spotted if you don't have sixth sense. Here you see I realize I look at the map and I notice that most of my team is on the eastern side, the northeastern side, and so how I play is I look at the map and if I'm playing on my fast tanks, I will speed back over to the side that has the least amount of tanks in order to help. So what I'm doing over here is that I want to get I want to get some eyes and vision on the hill, because generally tanks will come if there aren't anyone. Generally there'll be quite a few, and they'll come screaming down that hill and will practically eliminate this flank. So what I'm going to do here is another great example of bushes. Shouldn't have knocked down that tree, obviously, but I'm getting in position to run away in case I do. You can actually, it's also important too, you can actually use the trees in order to help with spotting. Here you see I am zooming in. I do not fire, however, even though I could have, because he was also the bush that he was behind would have helped too. I just mainly want to spot it for my two tank destroyers, that heavy tank and medium tank back there in order to help me fire. I'm getting always, especially when playing scout, you always want to be able to get out of there really quick. You want to be able to leave really quick because you are the eyes and ears of the team. Anyone can spot, but spotting tanks that spot specifically, not live tanks, but just tanks that spot, they are more vital to the team than you can ever imagine, especially on a map like this with lots of bushes. Here you see I get spotted, I bug out, I try to get to the low land as quickly as possible. I'm trying to use my really amazing speed on the Bat-Chat. I'm trying to get behind this tortoise in order to use his armor in order to protect me, because Bat-Chat has very thin armor. Just one of the downsides of it. I do a small quick handbrake turn in order to re-engage the enemy and help my allies over there. Gotta be careful not taking any fall damage there. Now how I should have done it is I should have went across the bank and should have came across the top of that ridge, so then I get shots down on the engine deck and would penetrate them, but I would have gotten shot by that tank up there on top of the hill. Here you see my allies doing quick spotting damage. Here I'm trying to come across and help out this IS-3. This guy does a really good job. I made a mistake here in auto aiming. You should, if you can, you should never auto aim. You always want to aim your shot so then you can, for instance, put it into the track in order to track them. Here, what I'm trying to do is get around them in order to allow myself to reload. Bat-Chat does have a very long time to reload. On a side note, for perks, I would suggest safe stowage in order to reduce the chance of you getting your ammo rack knocked out, and brothers in arms to increase your ability to load quicker. Now I'm turning around. Now what I should have done is actually no, this is actually the right place so that I don't get shot by the tanks on top. I think that the IS-3 should have the IS-4. I am incorrect. I was looking for that tiger to shoot that Tiger 2. Here I take the thing. I do repair in order to attempt to get around, but since I didn't need to, all I had to do was stay there and let my tracks get repaired. I waste 2 shots right there. First one was a nice attempt. The second one was never going to penetrate. The sidearm on that IS-4 is incredibly strong. Here I'm trying to get up in order to help my allies at the bottom of the hill in order to help them re-engage and get spot targets. See, if you instead of just heading straight up, I'm trying to use the bushes as an advantage in order to hide from the guys on top of the hill. It works out pretty well. There was no one there. Um, so I keep on pushing, conscious of seeing if I can get any shots anywhere. The Bat-Chat is actually, well, not amazing. It's actually alright at snapping. I take a few pot shots at this KV4, wanting to just go ahead and just get rid of my clip, which I do manage to penetrate 2 out of those 3 shells. Here you see I get spotted due to the tank on top on the other side of the hill. I forget. I thought there was artillery in this game. I was wrong. That's why you see me hiding up here instead of zooming down. Basically, what I'm doing is waiting for my reload and trying to think of what I can do. You see, I'm looking at the enemy health in order to see if I can essentially, take him out in my clip or less. And that's important because you basically, as a Bat-Chat, especially as this late game keep on going and people keep on losing health and trading health, you want to be able to go in, like you're about to see I am with this, like you're about to see what I do to this Leopard 1. See, I use the buildings as a cover, and come around, auto-aim, because I don't want to run into any buildings. I get behind that building as cover. I forget that there's a T-57 up there, which is completely bad, and then I decide to hide behind this house, which I get very, very, very lucky that he doesn't use his auto-loading clip, put one in the house and put one into me. Here I plan to make my escape, and you see how I'm moving. For some reason, I stopped trying to get a pot shot at this T-57, which was a huge mistake. Granted, I am able to use my whole entire clip. However, I do come very, very close to being shot. Actually, I do get shot. I'm very lucky that he didn't, roll slightly higher and kill me. I'm just reloading. I'm trying to think of my next tactic. However, I do get spotted by that KV4, so I need to move. This game so far has been going very, very well. This is actually, in all honesty, probably one of my greatest games yet, and as a tier 10 vehicle. And basically, the way that you want to use the not the KV4, the Bat-Chat 25T is as essentially a kind of a light tank, essentially a tier 10 light tank, without the special, camouflage bonus, which you can still move and have to still retain the same camouflage. But there are perks that help with this. So I plan to go in and help this IS-3, really, really good IS-3 player right here. I, of course, make the mistake of auto-aiming, which I need to get rid of. But the backside of the back whole armor of the KV4 is actually 90mm thick, which is actually very, 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 very weak armor. In this game, I got 3 kills. I did about 4,000. I think I did more than 4,000. I had 5,338 damage and essentially 4,000 spotting. In my opinion, this has been a really good game. If you like this video, please like. If you subscribe to my channel, if you want to see more content like this, put in the comments down below for any criticism and critiques. Alright, and if you want to, maybe get a platoon going, contact me, put a comment down there and I'll make sure to respond.